Okay, hope everyone can hear me. We're live from London. We're going to be starting in a minute. The schedule is tight. I hope everyone can hear well. And I will just ask the audience here, because we've got people in the room here attending the meeting, if they can take their seats so we can start.
Het geluid valt weg. Het geluid valt weg. We hadden het ook niks gezegd.
Yes,
De mensen
hello.
die
Hello, doctor. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Very nice to see you here, Javid. Wonderful to see
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Wonderful to see everyone. We must start in a minute. Okay. Good afternoon, comrades and friends. And good afternoon from London. This is London Calling. Today, we're hosting the first session of the European Regional Forum for Solidarity, Friendship and Exchange with the Korean people of the 75th anniversary of the foundation of the great Democratic People's Republic of Korea, the homeland of Juche. And we're holding this meeting in London under great difficulties. Today we've got several transport strikes. We've even got railway engineering works on the same day. But I think it's great to celebrate the DPRK's 75th anniversary because that is a socialist society where you've got the monolithic unity of the people around the party and the leader. And where strikes and conflicts are unthinkable because it is a socialist society. So that is very significant. And we've got a number of speakers lined up. Some people will speak online, and we hope that everybody here will be able to hear. And then people, we have a number of speakers here with us who are going to speak speak here, and present with us with KFA UK in London is the Korean Friendship Association of Germany, their vice chairman, and also the Belgium Korea Friendship Association. This is the first session, and in the second session, there will be opportunity for people to read their speeches out. We're just taking the main speeches today. And we will have a short break at 3 o'clock. We will adopt the message to respected Marshal Kim Jong-un before that. However, I call upon Krista Lundgren, chairman of the Sweden Korea Friendship Association, to make the keynote address. Are you here? Are you there, Krista?
Yes, I'm here. And let me start by suggesting that those who have not muted themselves do so. It is easier for people to listen to what I'm saying then. Shall I start? Can you hear me? Okay. After 75 years, the DPRK remains an impregnable bulwark of socialism. Korean friends of the Korean people. This important international online seminar is being held to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the founding of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea on September 9th, 1948, and the successive great victories achieved during the 75 years of its existence. My congratulations to the organizers of this seminar, particularly Dr. Dermot Hudson, on behalf of the organizing committee of the International Festival in Praise of the Great Persons of Mount Pektu. The founding of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea by the great leader, President Kim Il-sung, was the ultimate victory. Someone is disturbing, please. The founding of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea by the great leader, President Kim Il-sung, was the ultimate victory in the Korean people's anti-imperialist struggle for national independence, peace, and social justice. It was a landmark event in the Asian and world people's struggle for a world without exploitation and high-handedness by dominating powers. During its 75 years of existence, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea has had its fatherland liberation war, the post-war reconstruction and industrialization, continuous war threats and extreme economic difficulties caused by the imperialists' maneuvers to isolate and stifle the People's Korea, as well as by the collapse of some other socialist countries. Thanks to their steel-like unity around the great leaders, President Kim Il-sung, General Kim Jong-il, and respected Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un, defying all difficulties, its people worked miracles in socialist construction and military defense to secure and develop the People's Republic. Today, the People's Korea is an invincible, independent fortification of socialism, whose people, under the leadership of the respected comrade Kim Jong-un, defy all difficulties and obstacles in socialist construction with tremendous strength, firm unity, and militant will to fight to secure people's lives and security, stabilize their existence, and guard peace and security on the Korean Peninsula, gaining one victory after another in socialist construction as well as in military defense preparedness. The People's Korea is further expanding and developing the all-people struggle to open up a new phase in socialist construction, boosting production in all sectors and units to secure the stable development of the national economy and improvement in the people's standard of living. Housing construction in Pyongyang, the capital city, as well as rural construction, goes hand in hand with development of the agricultural sector, light industry, regional industry, public welfare service, fishing industry, urban management, and other sectors directly related to the people's living. The country's level of science and technology has reached a new height through innovative orientation. As the US imperialists and their followers are becoming ever more aggressive in their hostilities, continuously provoking the People's Korea and seriously threaten regional peace and security, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea is further strengthening its self-defensive capabilities and strengthening their nuclear forces in order to deter war and safeguard peace and stability. Should that fail, however, they are also prepared for rapid nuclear counterstrike. As the chairman of the European Regional Preparatory Committee for the 75th founding anniversary of the DPRK, and on behalf of the Swedish Korean Friendship Association and other Swedish friends of Korea, I extend warm congratulations to the Korean people and their Supreme Leader, President Kim Jong-un, on the occasion of the 75th anniversary of the founding of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Thank you very much, Comrade Krista, for that excellent address, which opened the meeting. It was the keynote address, and we're very honoured that you addressed our meeting, as you are a veteran friend of the DPRK. And the comrades from the London Embassy of the DPRK have just arrived in the room. So round of applause for them. So,
Hello, everyone.
Okay, I'm now going to ask our KFA president, Comrade Alejandro Caldebenos, to address the meeting. Comrade Alejandro would have liked to have been with us here today in London, but because of the action of the reactionary fascistic Spanish authorities who confiscated his passport, he's unable to travel. So we're honoured to have him joining by Zoom. Please proceed, Alejandro.
Yes, thank you very much for your invitation. And I'm very happy to see so many old and new comrades here. Hope to see you soon again in London or in Pyongyang. The creation of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea represents all the dreams and aspirations of the progressive people in the world manifested into reality. A country oppressed and invaded by empires for centuries finally could rise up and declare to the world the power of the Korean people. Our great leader, President Kim Il-sung, had the heart and ability to unite thinkings from different religions, backgrounds, and hopes into one united front under the red banner of Juche. Although the nation had to start from zero, the Korean people, acting with a single heart, devoted all efforts to build a human paradise where equality, harmony, and progress will spread to each corner of society. The defense of the national culture and independence against foreign influence, the abolition of the prostitution, the eradication of slavery, and the nationalization of land, property, and industry establish the basis of the perfect nation that every country should look forward to become. Only a country with an independent political, military, and economical system can consider itself a sovereign nation. Many countries that long time ago declared their independence from Western colonization, now they realize that such autonomy was just a mirage and that foreign-funded corruption and servilism had invaded them. The fact that the DPRK has withstood the test of time, disasters, sanctions, and imperialist threats for 75 years is evidence of the invincible validity of its system and the full support of the Korean people in its future. I'm fully confident that as long as Korea is guided by the exemplary leaders of Moon Baek-tu, only victories awaits in the path of happiness. Long live the glorious DPRK. President Kim Il-sung and Generalissimo Kim Jong-il will always be with us. Long live our Supreme Commander Kim Jong-un. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Comrade Alejandro. That was a brilliant speech, which I think summed up the essence of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. And say we're honoured that you've made time to attend today. Comrade Kim, if you'd like to address the meeting, if you're ready, please do so.
I would invite you to sit here. And
Yes, I mean, please.
on the vision straight, then it's better if you just walk. Careful about the table. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, please. Yes.
Could I ask Philip van der Beek to mute yourself?
There we go. Okay.
Hello, everyone. People's Republic of Korean Embassy in London. Thank you for joining here today. So first of all, I'd like to send our warm greetings to all participants on behalf of the democratic, truly independent state of justice. In a bid to realize its ambition to secure hegemony, military pressure and destructive sanctions, and blockade upon the countries that refuse to toe its line. Owing to the interference, disastrous events took place in quite a few countries which had followed the road of development of their own style. Their political systems collapsed, civil wars broke out, and refugee crises occurred. As the developments show, it is difficult in this world to defend the dignity of one's state and the destiny of one's people and choose and maintain one's own course of development. In this context, the DPRK can be said to be truly independent, powerful country. What made this country an independent, powerful country then? Today, the country is unswervingly advancing along the road it chose, maintaining the principle of independence in politics, self-sufficiency in the economy, and self-reliance in national defense. The US has resorted to every manner of heinous scams for several decades in an attempt to check the advance of the DPRK. It is well known how tenacious the United States was in its attempt to isolate and stifle the DPRK over the last 10 odd years, as the latter was further strengthening its defense capabilities to safeguard its dignity and lasting happiness of its people. By egging its vassal states on, it imposed barbarous sanctions and blockade upon the DPRK and had resources to sanction several times in 1 year long. It also gravely threatened the security of the country by enlisting huge military forces, including nuclear-powered aircraft carriers. However, no threat and blackmail could intimidate the country into abandoning the road of independence Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un and the Korean people had chosen. Displaying a self-sacrificing spirit, Comrade Kim Jong-un stood in the vanguard of the struggle of the Korean people to defend the country's sovereignty and dignity. Even though it meant their people had to tighten their belts and suffer more from hunger, and every family had to face appalling hardship in their life, the Korean people wholeheartedly supported the cause of the Workers' Party of Korea and remained faithful to it, braving all trials and difficulties. The unshakable faith and will of the leader to defend the country's destiny and sovereignty by relying on such faithful people was combined with a strong desire of the people to live as a proud, independent people, not as a slave nation, even though they are not leading luxurious life present. This formed a single-hearted unity and produced inexhaustible strength, and this strength has built a country into an independent, powerful country which no one can belittle and threaten. State of justice. The world will clearly realize once again what a truly independent, powerful country is, and a state of justice in modern days, when pursuit of hegemony is more rampant, and how mighty is the unquenchable spirit of the DPRK dealing the empire of evil. Injustice openly rampage due to forces that pursue hegemony. This is the world of today. Applying double standards has become a common phenomenon, which finds an explicit expression in the United States acts to pick up quarrel with the DPRK's gracious measures to strengthen its defense capabilities to safeguard its sovereignty and its people's safety. Even under the pressure of the US and its vassal countries, the DPRK showed through practice what genuine international justice is. Comrade Kim Jong-un put forward a new line to guarantee eternal security of the country and nation and create a stable, peaceful environment in the Korean Peninsula and the region, and has wisely led the struggle to this end. The firm determination and wise leadership of the Workers' Party of Korea and the fortitude and patriotism of the Korean people have served as a source of strength with which they could overcome all sorts of difficulties and raise the glory and dignify the prestige of the state onto the highest level. The unfair standards and sanctions and blockade which the United States and its vassal forces used as their tools in their attempt to secure hegemony failed to obstruct the road ahead of the DPRK and was smashed to pieces by its dynamic advance. Through its practical moves, the DPRK provided international justice and standards that any endeavor of a sovereign state to strengthen its defense capabilities becomes its right which no one can interfere with. Today, the DPRK is further expanding the relations of friendly cooperation with its neighboring countries, while developing external relations and cooperating with all countries and nations which oppose aggression, interference, oppression, and subjugation of the imperialists and aspire to independence and justice, irrespective of difference in ideology and system. It is striving to develop diversified exchange and cooperation also with the capitalist countries with respect to DPRK and take a friendly approach to it. The present international situation shows that the contradiction between justice and injustice and between the progress and the reactionary, especially the power structure surrounding the Korean Peninsula, have become obvious and changed from unipolar world advocated by the US into a multipolar world is being accelerated significantly. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea, a state of justice, is positively developing the external relations in keeping with the developing trend of current international situation and as befits its status as an independent, powerful state. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Comrade Kim. A very good speech, which I think powerfully summed up the great experience of the DPRK. Held many online meetings since 2020. This is the first ever time we've organised a hybrid meeting. So we're learning, so people need to bear with us, and we're using not our own premises, but premise which belongs to another organisation. But so, you know, apologise for any shortcomings there may be. But I say I hope everyone can hear well. And can the audience hear? Can you see the screen and hear the speakers? Great. Okay. Well, I'm now going to address the meeting, and I will be followed by Comrade Jeff Boyschat from the Belgium Korea Friendship Association and from the Korean Friendship Association of Germany. Good afternoon, dear comrades, friends, honoured representatives of the DPRK Embassy, and heads of friendship and solidarity organisations who are joining us online. On the 9th of September 1948, a new socialist state was born, a socialist country of Juche, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, or DPRK, which was founded by the great leader, President Kim Il-sung. The DPRK outlived those socialist countries that were founded around the same time, and indeed outlived the former Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, USSR. This is because Juche Korea is firmly based on the Juche idea, on independence and self-reliance. In the DPRK, under the guidance of President Kim Il-sung, Chairman Kim Jong-il, and Marshal Kim Jong-un, an authentic and durable socialism, Juche-based socialism, has flourished. From the very day of its foundation, the DPRK has advanced along the road of Juche, the road of self-reliance, independence, and socialism. Juche Korea is not a copy of another country, but a unique and original state that had grown from the anti-Japanese revolutionary armed struggle led by the great leader, President Kim Il-sung, and fully inheriting the revolutionary traditions of the anti-Japanese armed struggle. Indeed, the prototype of the DPRK was the People's Revolutionary Government, established in the liberated guerrilla zones of the 1930s. In Korea, people did not form Soviets, councils of workers and peasants and soldiers, but instead formed people's committees. President Kim Il-sung put forward the unique and original line of founding a democratic people's republic. Also in People's Korea, the regular armed forces, Korean People's Army, was formed in February 1948, some 6 months before the DPRK itself was founded, and this was different to other countries. Indeed, as respected Marshal Kim Jong-un remarked, and I quote, "Our socialism is an independent socialism, strong in the Juche character and national identity." End of quotation. The DPRK based itself on the Juche idea and on independence, and never depended on outside forces, but carved out its own self-reliant path. Under the leadership of President Kim Il-sung, People's Korea built an independent national economy, which was symbolized by vinalon, a synthetic fiber made from limestone and which is known as Juche fiber. Thanks to the line of building an independent national economy put forward by President Kim Il-sung, the DPRK scored success in economic development, with the growth of industrial output hitting 44% per year in 1957. People's Korea became known as a model country of socialism and was praised by the revolutionary people of the world. Even the was accomplished in an original Juche-based way, with the result that an advanced socialist system centered on the people came into being. This provided people with real benefits such as housing and low-cost public transport. Taxation was even abolished in 1974. When socialism was frustrated in some countries in the late 1980s and early 1990s, President Kim Il-sung made sure that the DPRK proudly held high the red flag of socialism. After President Kim Il-sung passed away in 1994, the imperialists hoped for a so-called policy change or even collapse of the system. But Chairman Kim Jong-il, the successor to President Kim Il-sung, declared, and I quote, "Expect no change from me." When repeated natural disasters hit the country, Chairman Kim Jong-il led the arduous march and forced march to victory, overcoming all obstacles in the revolutionary spirit of self-reliance. The ideas, policies, and lines of President Kim Il-sung and Chairman Kim Jong-il are ably carried forward by the respected Marshal Kim Jong-un, the General Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea. Respected Marshal Kim Jong-un stresses self-development and self-reliance. Today, under the leadership of respected Marshal Kim Jong-un, although the DPRK has had harsh and draconian programs, whole new streets such as Changjong Street, Mirai Scientist Street, Ryumong Street, Xianghua Street, and Hwasong Street have risen up one after the other, towering high into the sky, symbolizing the vitality of Juche-based socialism. Many new homes are also being built in the rural areas. At the same time, the self-defensive PRK have been boosted to a great extent. The DPRK has become a socialist nuclear power Juche and an intercontinental ballistic missile power. It is able to deter the threat of US imperialism. Right, Jeff, if you're ready, if you'd like to come up, sit here, I think. Okay.
We make sure that it's connection.
Yes, yes.
Hier is even Bosset in Londen.
Okay.
It's my friend from Belgium.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, yes.
Dear friends, 안녕하십니까? 만나서 반갑습니다. We congratulate on behalf of the Belgian Korea Kim Il-sung brought about in the history of Korean people and the destiny of all countries in the world that strive for their independence and sovereignty. The Korean people who have been oppressed and humiliated for many centuries became the proud masters of the state and of the whole society. A socialist system was created, generally democratic, where workers, peasants, and other working people apply their political rights and liberties. Already during the harsh conditions of the heroic revolutionary struggle against occupying imperialism, directed by the later President Kim Il-sung, the basis was laid for the founding of the Republic and the policy of building a people's government in a liberated country. During the Fatherland Liberation War in the years 1950-53, the young Democratic People's Republic of Korea resisted the invasion of United States imperialism and made a great contribution to the safeguarding of world peace. This victory opened the way for the construction of an independent socialist economy, bringing prosperity to the Korean people, realizing agricultural cooperative movement, the socialist industrialization, and the Cultural Revolution. Marshal Kim Jong-un has stated that Comrade Kim Il-sung was a preeminent and seasoned leader already 75 years threatened by US imperialism, and today more than ever. The US have never recognized DPRK as an independent state. Peace treaty after the War of 1950. Today, howitzers, artillery, distance, Stinger, HIMARS, and Patriot missiles, fighter planes, submarines, and military vessels are on the wish list. In the Chinese Sea, American warships surround China in exercises to encircle, to block, and to attack containing 30 NATO countries and armies. And in East Asia, also Japan, South Korea, and Australia. But against this alliance, on the other hand, a de facto of Korea, China, Russia, Syria, Iran, Belarus. This alliance has the support of all the peoples of the world that strive at independence, national sovereignty, and peace. Republic of Korea.
Thank you very much, Comrade Jeff, for that People's Korea, which is under continuous threat by the US imperialists. And only last week, the UG Freedom Shield exercises were carried out, threatening the DPRK, and that continually expand our work. We need bigger and bigger meetings. You know, we need meetings 10 times and 100 times the size of this. Anyway, our next speaker will be Comrade Jeremy, Vice Chairman of the Korean Friendship Association of Germany, who we are very honoured to have with us today. And we'd also like to thank KFA Germany for the excellent assistance they've given in organising this meeting, which has been an ambitious project. So over to you.
Dear Comrade Dr. Hudson.
I think you need to come sit.
Yes.
So.
Dear Comrade Dr. Hudson, dear comrades of the KFA UK and other